Is USDT the greatest scam in modern financial history, or the next evolution of the American dollar? The truth sits in a shadowy place where politics, money, and power collide. And it might shock you. Most people see USDT as a simple digital coin, but the story behind it, the forces surrounding it, and the law quietly pushed forward by Donald Trump make this far more than a crypto debate. It's a potential financial revolution, or the spark of a global collapse. Because what no one tells you is this: USDT is too powerful to fail, and too mysterious to trust. And the truth behind it is far more dangerous than you think. USDT, Tether, controls almost the entire crypto bloodstream. Over $80 billion worth of tokens flow through markets every single day. People trade it like cash, trust it like the dollar, and treat it as the one stable corner of a volatile digital world. But here's the problem. Almost nobody knows how it really works. Nobody knows how much of it is backed, and nobody knows what would happen if the truth was ever forced into the light. Some call it the scam of the century. Others call it the next global reserve currency. But both groups agree on one thing: if USDT ever collapses, everything collapses with it. To understand this, we need to go back to 2014, back to the chaotic early days of crypto, a world where fortunes rose and fell overnight, where volatility ruled every transaction, and where stability was nothing more than a dream. Then came Tether, a promise in digital form. 1 USDT equals 1 real dollar. A simple idea, a powerful idea, a groundbreaking idea. But behind that promise was a question. Where were the dollars? Where was the money that supposedly backed this growing empire? The cracks appeared early, quiet at first, invisible to most. But they were there, hidden behind corporate documents, shadow companies, and vague financial statements that raised more questions than answers. Yet the world didn't stop. Crypto needed stability, and Tether delivered it. Whether backed or not, whether transparent or not, USDT became the bloodstream of crypto finance. And then something unexpected happened. A political move, a strategic act, a law, small, quiet, barely noticed, that analysts now call Trump's Genius Act. An act that opened a new regulatory pathway for digital currencies, allowing certain financial instruments to operate in a grey zone, not fully regulated, not fully ignored. And guess who fits perfectly in that grey zone? USDT. With billions flowing through it daily, Tether isn't just a cryptocurrency anymore. It's a financial weapon, a silent one that quietly influences global markets more than most national currencies. But every empire has a weakness, and Tether's weakness is terrifyingly simple. It might not have the money it claims to have. In 2022, the company admitted it did not hold full cash reserves. Some reserves were commercial papers, some were loans, some were assets that could lose value in an instant. The truth? USDT was not fully backed by cash, and never had been. Rumors of insolvency spread like wildfire. Screens flashed red. Investors panicked. For a moment, the world saw the edge of a financial abyss. One large withdrawal, one failed audit, one market panic, and the entire system could collapse. Yet, it didn't, because the political shield created by the Genius Act gave Tether breathing space, a loophole, a buffer, a way to operate in the shadows, legally. But insiders say the real plan goes even deeper. Some believe USDT is being positioned as the first true global digital reserve currency, a bridge between crypto and the US dollar. A new form of money that doesn't need a bank, a central authority, or even full transparency. If this works, the world changes forever. Currencies become digital, borders become irrelevant, money becomes instant. But if it fails, if USDT collapses, the fall would be catastrophic. Crypto markets would implode, billions would vanish overnight, and global trust in digital currencies, including a future digital dollar, could shatter completely. And that brings us to the stoic truth at the heart of this story. Money is power, but power without transparency is fragile, and nothing collapses faster than the illusion of stability. The lesson of Tether isn't about crypto, or Trump's act, or even the future of the dollar. It's about trust, it's about patience, it's about clarity, and the silent truth that every empire, financial or political, is built not on money, but on confidence. Lose that confidence, and even the strongest currency becomes nothing more than numbers on a screen. So now the question becomes yours. Is USDT the scam of the century, or the first digital empire of money? What if you knew the next financial secret before anyone else did? Comment your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for the next revelation.